Hi everybody, Judy Tuttle here with Tuttle Up Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midland, Texas. So excited to um, finish up. Words are hard for me today. I got up at 5 o'clock to go work out at Cycle Bar and I'm a little fuzzy. I think I need a nap. Anyway, I'm here to finish up our online class to go using the Peaceful Garden DSP and the Peace on Earth bundle from the holiday catalog. And you guys have given me a lot of really nice feedback about this class, and I'm so glad that you're enjoying the cards that we have designed. And I know that you are going to love, love, love the project that I am doing today. If you pop in, let me know you're here. Say hi. This week, I'm giving away a set of the cards that I'm making, as well as the project that I'm making today, to somebody who comments or shares or gives me thumbs up and love for my Facebook Live this week. So thanks for helping my little business grow. And you guys, I am blown away by your enthusiasm about this card class this week. So if you would like a kit to go, I'm going to remind you, you can get a kit to make 4 cards, everything pre-cut for you, and in the mailed to you with any order of $50 or more right there. If you go to TuttleUpShop.com, place an order of $50 or more, I'll put together your kit for this class and mail it to you in the mail, okay? So shipping is included in that as well. You don't have to pay extra for shipping. All right. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some things going on. First of all, product of the month started yesterday. With any order of $75 or more, you can add on this beautiful pack of the True Blue Florals paper. It's a full pack of designer series paper. It 12 by 12 sheets, and you can get it for $5. Now normally our DSP packs are $12.50 to $16.50 depending on whether they're specialty or regular. So the nice thing about product of the month is only one per customer or demonstrator, right? Hi Mary, I think you're going to love my project today, so hang on with me, okay? So product of the month is $5, one per person, including people who are demonstrators. So you won't have demonstrators out there buying 100 packs to do a class for. This is very exclusive, only for those people who place a $75 order or more and opt in to putting it in their cart for $5, okay? So this is going to continue on from now on. We're no longer doing celebration in January. For the past couple of years, celebration has kind of waned, and so they're trying something new, and I'm super excited about it. I placed my order yesterday so that I could get this beautiful paper, and it should be in the mail in the next few days. So as soon as I get it in the mail, I will show it to you. And what you should know, if you order the product of the month from me by placing an order with me, I'm putting together a PDF of projects made with the product of the month that I will email out to everybody who places an order with me to get their product of the month. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to get rid of that. Next thing, Stampin' Up updated their last chance products in the store. There's a ton from the holiday catalog there because they're making room for our next mini catalog that comes out in January. So they're trying to reduce inventory on the holiday catalog. Some of the products are reduced in price and some aren't. They're just letting you know by that last chance list that they're going away at the end of this month. So take a look at the last chance shop in my Tuttle Up shop, and you will see things going away and reduced in price. Okay, that just was updated yesterday. I know all that Traditions of Christmas designer series paper, that beautiful paper that you guys know I love, is all on there. Okay, all right, so now Super Saturday is coming up on December the 13th. This is my last Christmas in-person class and to-go class of the year. You have two options, two different classes that you can take, either in person or to go. Okay, the first one is the Festive Friends class. That will be the morning class if you're coming in person, but you can also get it to go. It's $35 or free with a $40 purchase. We'll make 5 projects, 4 cards, and a 3D boxy gifty thing that you can give away during the holiday season. And then the afternoon class is the homemade treats, cards and cookies class. We'll make 4 cards, and if you come in person, you can get a cookie box of 6 cookies with 2 bags of frosting that look just like that in the picture, and some sprinkles to make cookies at home. And then you can give the card with some cookies, and it's the perfect holiday gift, right? Last but not least, Paper Pumpkin is having a cyber sale for this whole week. You get huge discounts on 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month subscriptions. So a great time to opt in to Paper Pumpkin for the long term. And these make great gifts. It's a box of crafty projects that come in your mail every single month, and with supporting videos. You can get together with friends and do them however you want to. So anyway, that is going on right now as well. Okay, so let's get started. Let's Tuttle Up and start doing some crafting here. Let me know when you pop in. Thanks, Mary, for letting me know you're here. Okay, so this whole week, we have been using this Peace on Earth bundle, which is in the Holiday Catalog, and comes with these great dies. The doves and the labels, I think, are the hit of the show. But you get some little envelopes and even some greenery and what looks like an olive branch and some stars. And then the stamp set itself has awesome sentiments that you can use all occasions. Sympathy, giving you a hug, peace, love, and joy, love, peace on earth. So it is has a Christmas element to it, but all kinds of different sentiments that you can use for the whole year. We're also using the Hues of Blue flowers. Aren't these so pretty? The colors are so pretty. So Hues of Blue embellishments. The ribbon is the Secret Sea faux linen thread. Someone was laughing at me because I called it fox linen thread. It's faux. It's French. It's faux. It means not really linen, but feels like linen. Okay. So Secret Sea ribbon. And then the glimmer paper, the Peaceful Garden glimmer paper, and the Peaceful Garden DSP. Okay. That is what we've been using on our projects all week long. Oh, is it? Well, guess what, Mary? I have 3 packages of it. So I have plenty to give to people who want to take this class to go. I wondered if it would pretty soon. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards we made this week. We made these 2 cards on Monday. This one's the Peace on Earth with the olive branches and the doves. So pretty. Wishing you peace, love, and joy. That is a gorgeous Christmas card in non-traditional colors, right? Isn't that so pretty? And then this one, with Deepest Sympathy, is a great sympathy card with lots of space inside to write a note to someone who's lost a loved one. And then yesterday we did 2 fun folds. So sending big hugs for a good friend, with a little place to write a note to a good friend that needs big hugs right now. I love that. I love this fun fold. So, so pretty. I love these dies. And this is the botanical motifs. That flower is the Queen's and lace that comes from the botanical motifs. So that's an awesome card. And then this was another awesome card. Ties in a bow right here, heartfelt prayers, and opens up and it says sending love inside. Such a great fun fold, right? Okay, so those are the 4 cards that we have made already this week. And what we're making today is a little gift box holder that holds all of these cards. So, you ready to see it? It's so exciting. So here is our awesome gift box. It looks like a book, right like that, opens like a book. And then this was mimicked from this card that we made here on the front. So pretty. And then it ties in a bow on the side. And look how thick this is. Isn't this awesome? And then all 4 of those cards fit right inside these pockets that are here. See the pockets? And with envelopes. It all fits right inside this little box. Isn't that a great gift? I know a friend that's going to love getting this in the mail for Christmas as a Christmas gift. So I love it. It all tucks in there really nicely. Ties up. You're not having to push it together because it's not thick enough. Hi, Jeanne. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so awesome little gift box, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with our cover. Okay, so our cover is 6.5 by 10 5/8. And I'm going to grab my paper trimmer here. And what we're going to do with this 6" by 10 5/8" piece of Secret C is that I'm going to put it in. Oh, excuse me. Put it in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to score it from each end at 4 3/4 from each end. So I'm going to score it there, 4 3/4, and then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to score it again at 4 3/4 right there. Okay, so this is the cover of our, I'm putting my paper trimmer right off to the side because I'm going to use it again in just a second. And we're going to grab a bone folder, and I'm just going to score those score lines really well here, right there, and right here. Okay, there we go. So this is going to be the cover of our book right there. Okay, I'm going to turn it upside down. And we have some pieces, and I'm just going to tell you what size you need of each of these before we start, okay? So, the basic beige, you're going to need 2 pieces that are 7/8 by 5 7/8. You're going to need 2 pieces that are 4 3/8 by 2 7/8. You're going to need 2 pieces that are 4.5 by 5 3/4. And then you're going to need 1 stylish shaped circle that is the 2 1/8 inch size of the stylish. That's all in basic beige, okay? Then in your DSP, you need 2 cut from the stars here that are 3/4 by 5 3/4. You need the flowers, 1 of them, 2 of them, here we go, this is for the pockets, 2 of them that are 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. You need flowers again, you need 1 that's 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and you need 1 that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then you need this cloud cover piece right here that is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, I'll go over those measurements as we're going. And yes, I'm giving you way more information than I should for someone who's trying to sell a kit, but I sometimes want to be generous. So here we go. Okay, so these 2 pieces these two long pieces of basic beige. They are the ones that are 7/8 by 5 7/8. This is our spine. Okay, so I'm going to grab my liquid. I'm doing most everything with liquid glue today because it's just going to hold a little bit better everything together. Okay, so this spine piece is going to go right here, and this is my outside, and then I'm going to add my DSP on top of that. Thank you. I think it's so pretty too. I love it. It's going to go, my star pattern DSP is going to go right on top of that, leaving just a skinny border right there. Okay, now I'm going to turn it upside down, do the same thing on the inside here. So this piece of basic beige, 7/8 by 5 7/8 is going to go right here. And then this piece of DSP that is 3/4 by 5 3/4 is going to go right inside. It's a very tight fit for sure. Just a tiny little border all the way around. Okay, there we go. Let's press that in really well, both sides. All right, now I'm going to add my ribbon that's going to hold the book together. Okay, so I am going to grab some Seal Plus, and I'm just going to go down the middle here of my box, right like that. I'm not going to worry about the spine area, and I'm going to grab my ribbon, and I am going to go about 5 or 6 inches off on one side, press it into that Seal Plus like that, and go about 5 or 6 inches on this other side over here. There we go. Okay, so I kind of like that it is showing over the spine right here. If you don't like that, you can put the ribbon on before you put that spine piece on. That is totally up to you, but I kind of like having the texture of that right there. Okay, so now that we have our ribbon down, we are going to grab our basic beige panels that are 4.5 by 5 3/4. Okay, 4.5 by 5 3/4. So I'm going to add basic beige to the front and the back. Wouldn't you love to get this kit with all this already cut for you? That would make it really nice for you, wouldn't it? Good reason to buy a kit and place an order of $50 or more in my store. There we go. So there's my front and my back. Okay, so this is my back, this is my front. Okay, now on the back side, I have this panel that is 4 by 5 1/4 of that flower pattern, and that's going to go right there on the center of that. Okay, with a nice broad border all the way around, right like that. Okay, and then this on the front, we have 2 pieces. We have this cloud cover piece and this flowered piece. Okay, and they're going to go on the front here side by side, right like that. Okay, definitely looks a little more like the front of a book, I think. Okay, so that's going to go right like that. I'm going to put that one on first, and then this one is going to go right off to the side right here of that one. Okay, pretty, huh? Okay, so now I'm going to flip this whole thing over, and I'm actually going to put this off to the side for just a moment, and I'm going to work on my pockets. Okay, So little more measuring and scoring for the pockets than on the front cover. So here we go. Here's the measurements, 6.5 by 11. Okay, we're going to score the 11-inch side at 1/2, 5, 6, and 10.5. We're going to score the 6.5-inch side, which is this edge right here, at 3 inches and 3.5 inches. And then I'm going to turn it this way and cut it right down the middle at 5.5, and that's going to give me 2 pocket pieces, okay? So I'm going to put this right off to the side right here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to follow my measurements. I'm going to start on my 11-inch side, which is my long side. And it says I'm going to score it at 1/2, at 5, 5 inches, at 6 inches, and at 10.5 inches. Okay, there we go. There's our score lines on our 11-inch side. Then I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to score it at 3 inches and 3.5 inches. 3 inches and 3.5 inches. Okay, there we go. Now, I've got it scored just the way I said on my sticky note here. Score 11, 1/2, 5, 6, 10.5. Score my 6.5-inch side at 3 inches and 3.5 inches. And now I'm going to take my 11-inch side right here, and I'm going to cut it right down the middle right here at 5.5 inches. Okay. And here's my 2 pieces for my pocket, for the front of, for the inside of my box, okay? So, I'm going to, for both of these, first of all, let's bone fold our pieces in. So these little 1/2-inch side pieces here are going to go to the inside. And then this way, it's going to fold like this and like this. This is what's going to form our pocket, okay? So it's going to look like this, all right? And then we'll do the same thing with this other one. Bone fold everything to the inside. And you guys, you can make this little card holder out of any paper in DSP. And it will easily hold 4 cards. It might even hold 6. I haven't tried it. But great for gift giving, right? Okay, so on both of these, this tiny little tab that is right in the middle here, you're just going to cut up on those score lines to the center. Okay, do the same thing on this other side. Cut up to the score line on either side. Okay, I'm going to take just a tiny little edge off those side edges here, just so everything will go together really well. I'm going to do this on both of my pockets. Okay, there we go. So there's pocket number 1, and I'm going to do the same thing here on pocket number 2. Have any of you made a pocket card holder like this before? I found a video from 2018 where a woman was showing making this for a set of masculine cards, and I fell in love with it. She said she didn't create it either. So, okay, so here's something a little different. We're going to take these tabs, and normally we try to, oh, it is exciting. It's a little gift box holder for cards is what it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is normally we would put the tab to the inside, right? But this time we're going to put our tab to the outside. That way when you stick your cards in, they're not catching on that tab on the inside, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue right here on these tabs. Okay, and I'm going to fold it up, and the tab is going to secure on the outside of that left edge, okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing here on this other side, okay? Now, a trick that I saw on this video, which I thought was really cool, is they took a ink pad to kind of shore up that right angle, that corner right there. I thought that was brilliant. So ink pad, shore up this corner right here. There we go. Now I'm going to put glue on these edges. And the nice thing is you're going to have this video here forever that you can refer back to, right? Or if you buy the kit, you also get the PDF of all the instructions, okay? So you're going to make sure those top tabs are even, those top sides are even with each other, and you're going to press that side tab in. I'm going to do the same thing on this other kind. It can kind of shift a little bit, so just make sure your top edges are really nice and even with each other. And if you want, you can stick that ink pad back in and just really press it down. Isn't that a great tip? I've never seen anybody do that before, but I really like it. Okay, there we go. So there's one pocket. I'm going to do exactly the same on this other side. I'm going to add some glue to these tabs right here. I'm going to fold it up to the left side to make the little pouch. Okay, again, take my ink pad, make sure that's pressed in really well. Okay, so now this little edge of this tab is going to be covered up, and your cards are not going to have a problem slipping inside the pocket. Thought that was brilliant as well. Okay, here we go. Press it in. I'm going to do the same thing with this other side. Add glue, press it in. Okay, make sure those top edges are nice and straight. That ink pad trick really works nicely, I have to say. Okay, there we go. There are two pockets. The seam edges on the side are to the back. So this is the front of our pockets right here. Okay, now I'm going to do just what I did with my front cover. I have 2 panels of basic beige and 2 panels of DSP, okay? So using the measurements I gave you at the beginning, the basic beige is 4 3/8 by 2 7/8, okay? 4 3/8 by 2 7/8. So this is going to go right here. And then the other one, I might need a little glue in that corner right there. Looks like I need to hold that down really well right there. Okay, there we go. And again, grab your ink pad and it'll help kind of press all that in for you. Great trick, right? Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Hi, Sherry. How are you? And Sherry, you were the winner yesterday. I'm sorry. I was getting you confused with another lady who won. So you will be getting that. What did you win? I can't remember. An embossing folder. I'll send it to you in the mail. There we go. There's my basic beige. And press it into my ink pad really well there so it just secures. Okay. Now I'm going to add my isn't that pretty? I'm going to add my DSP to the front of each of those pockets. I'm very close to being done, believe it or not. Not so terrible, right? Here we go. Here's one pocket with DSP on it. I love this flower pattern. And I haven't used it much because it's such a big pattern, but it's perfect for these projects that we've made this week, I think. Okay, so glue on that. Make sure I get the corners really well. Oops, upside down. Let's flip that over. Glad I noticed that. There we go. Okay, again, maybe I press that into my ink pad to get a really good press on it. And then I can add my pockets to the inside of my card holder. So here's the outside, right? Hi there, Kathy. Thanks for joining me. I am making a little portfolio gift card holder for our cards that we made this week with the Peace on Earth bundle and the Peaceful Garden DSP. You could make this with any cardstock in DSP. This would make great Christmas gifts. So I'm adding my pocket to each side using liquid glue. I might even take that ink pad again and just really press that down, right? And then it's about of 1/8 of an inch off the bottom edge right there. Okay, just a little bit off the bottom edge. Use liquid glue, you guys, on this so you have some wiggle room. Okay, you definitely want to be able to straighten it quickly if you need to. Okay, and so liquid glue is going to really help with that. Okay, so here I go. I'm adding it. I think I'm doing pretty darn good with that right there. And then I'm going to take my ink pad and press it in really well. I do have your address, I think, Sherry, and you guys, for some reason, if you've been trying to private message me on my Tuttle Up page, my messages are messed up for some reason. So you can email me at judyltuttle@gmail.com if you need to talk to me about something. So there we go, you guys. There's our pockets. And look how nicely that all closes together there. Isn't that fun? Okay, so one last thing. I just need to decorate the front of my box, okay? So the front of this box is going to look a lot like that one card we made that said Big Hugs on it. So this, for you guys watching me now, this is day 3 of a 3-day online class to go that you can get in the mail if you place a $50 order in my TuttleUpShop.com. I cut all the pieces for you. I cannot stamp anything, so you definitely need that Peace on Earth stamp set, which I'll show you again at the end. Okay, so Misty Moonlight, and this is one of those textured note dies, okay, with the fun embellished edges. All the rectangles are different sizes with different little edges around it, which I love. Okay, so this Misty Moonlight is just gonna back up this textured note dies. All the measurements are in the PDF, but this is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, and then the Misty Moonlight panel is just 1/8 of an inch larger than those, maybe 1/4 of an inch larger than those. There we go. So 3 inches by 4 1/2 inches. Okay, is the Misty Moonlight. All right, now from the botanical motifs, I have cut this flower out of, you could decorate the front any way you wanted to, you guys. You really could if you were making one of these at home. It could really be anything. Cloud cover is what I'm using with that Botanical Nature Queen Anne's lace. And then I have 2 of these from Secret Sea from my Peace on Earth dies. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue to just certain spots on my Queen Anne's lace. Just some spots, just enough to hold it in place. It doesn't have to be covered, oozing with glue. Just some little spots are enough. This glue is very strong, so a little bit goes a long way, okay? Okay, so this panel is going to go right here. Then I've got my Secret Sea leaves here. Are you guys liking this? Who thinks they might want to try this at home, either on your own or with my instructions? You can also get the PDF for $15 of all the projects if you already have everything and you just need the measurements. We can arrange that too, okay? Now my second set of leaves here. It's going to go right here on this other side of that Queen Anne's lace, right like that. Okay. Then I have that basic beige 2 1/8 inch stitch stylish shape circle. And on this, I only have 2 words. This is my only stamping on this project. Thank you. Love is going to go down here on the bottom. There we go. Secret Sea ink and Wishing You is going to go right over the top of it here. There we go. This is going to get popped up right here on this bottom corner, okay, with some dimensionals. First time using dimensionals today so far, right? Usually we use a lot of dimensionals. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Moo's Mom 5. Tell me your name. All right, here we go. That's what it says on YouTube, Moo's Mom 5. Kathy, I hope you tried at home. You guys, it makes me so happy when I inspire you to do my projects at home on your own. And if you need my help, you can always reach out to me with questions. Okay, so I'm taking this panel with some dimensionals and adding it to the front of my box. And then we're going to put inside our cards and our envelopes, and it's going to all shut so beautifully. You're going to love it. Okay, so here we go. This is going to get popped up right here on the front. I am going to add a bow. Here we go. And it's just going to tuck underneath this side over here. So I'm going to make a loop around through the hole, and we have a standalone bow there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull that really tight, get a good knot on it. Then I'm going to kind of flatten it out. And I'm going to grab some liquid glue. Sometimes you got to play with your bows just a tad. Okay, I'm going to add a little liquid glue to the back side here. And I'm just going to lift this up and tuck the bow right underneath that circle, right like that. There you go. You could also use a glue dot. I just wanted to make sure this really, really, really is going to hold. See, I feel like I need even more liquid glue here. Okay. We want to make sure it's really going to hold because this is something somebody's going to keepsake for sure, right? It is an awesome, okay, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do because I had to do this last time. So I got my bow on there, right? And then I'm just going to grab a block and just set it on there for just a second so that it can all adhere to the front. And now I'm going to grab my embellishments, which are those hues of blue flowers. Let's see, where are they? They tend to escape on me. Here they are. Okay, there we go, nice and stuck. And I'm going to grab a secret sea flower here. It's going to go right here. A cloud cover flower, a white flower right down here, and you could even scatter more of those around if you want, but there's our box. How cool is that? Okay, so now let me show you how everything fits inside. So here's our pockets, right? Here are the two of the cards that we made this week. This one's a fun fold. This one is a card, just a regular card. More of a Christmas theme. So these two, and because that tab is to the outside, these will slide in very nicely, okay? And then here are the two other cards that we made this week. A sympathy card and big hugs for a good friend. This was a fun fold as well. With two envelopes will fit on this side. Okay. And then we're going to close this up, tie it in a bow, and it's going to be all nice and secure. And look how well that fits. That fits to the inside there. This is not bulging at all. Everything is laying very flat on the inside. No struggle to get it closed. And there we go. There is our box for the cards. Do you guys love that? If you do, send me some hearts and some thumbs up. Feel free to share this video out to your friends. And I certainly love it. And this week, I'm giving away one of these boxes with the cards in it to someone who comments, shares, leaves me love and thumbs up. Yes, I'm begging for attention here, but that's okay. I work really hard at what I do, and I would love for you to share out with me, with your friends, my little project here. So I'm going to come back to my face. I wish I could see your faces. That would make me really happy. Anyway, this is a wrap up of our online class to go for the week. If you go to my TuddleUpShop.com, place a $50 order, I will give you all the pieces and parts to make this card. If you spend $60 or more, you will get a full package of these hues of blue flowers, a brand new package, all right? And if you spend $75, you can get the product of the week as well. So I hope you guys love it. Thank you for watching me. Share me out, thumbs up, hearts, all the good stuff. God bless, and I will see you back here next Monday at noon for another online card class to go. So see you soon. Bye-bye.